Hello, everybody. It's the Space King 12 here. Today, I'm joined by, and that's asshole for Dive Blood. Yeah, that's asshole for Dive Blood.
And I'm ThatFlameAssassinGuy.
And today we're in here for the inaugural episode of Game Chat. It's mostly just going to be covering Smash, because the hype train has left the station and it's not ending until it hits the sun. But
this hype train stops for no one.
The train stops for no one. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this is just going to be basic discussion style series, just covering stuff we're interested in, leading up to Smash for now, but we'll expand into other stuff probably later.
Yeah. Because we just do only Smash, it'll get boring eventually.
I just had this idea after watching the Game Explain Smash discussion. I was just like, I really like this, and I have a lot to say about Smash.
Yeah.
And then I just offered it to Flame on Twitter. I'll probably have to screen cap that. And he's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Talk about games and stuff.
Alright, so for this first episode here, we just decided to cover we're gonna assume for the sake of simplicity that
we are assuming that this is a new game.
Yeah, although I'm personally Team Port. I just feel that the timeline doesn't really line up well enough for it to be a brand new game. I mean, if it's a brand new game, I'm thinking something like Splatoon 2.
I could see it being either, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyways, just for the sake of simplicity, we're assuming it's going to be a brand new game. So, we're just going to blow through characters we think are returning / cut in the first segment, then just get into discussion over new fighters. So, why don't you start us off then, Flame?
Alright, so we start with characters we think are going to get cut.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to, the veterans that may or may not actually get in, pretty much all of them have a pretty good chance of getting in. Returning. But to be honest, the ones that I could see them, cutting would be Lucina and Dog Pit.
I could see that on both of them. It's my understanding Sakurai really liked Fire Emblem Awakening, and that's why a couple characters made it in, but I could see them cutting Lucina and using that as an excuse to introduce a new Fire Emblem character.
Yeah, because, Lucina is, too similar to Moth.
Yeah, they could reincorporate her, things that made her unique from Marth as custom moves. I do believe her only, claim to fame was a slightly different movement speed and, instead of, with Marth's sword, where most of the damage was dealt via the tip of the blade, hers,
just the tip.
Dive is being immature in the background, just the tip, Lucina's blade was extended over the entirety of the blade.
I don't have a dirty joke with that one. I honestly don't want Lucina to go, just give her her own moveset, that's all I ask. If anyone's on my cut list, it's Dark Pit and Dr. Mario.
Pit and Dr. Mario for you?
No, I use Dr. Mario too much for him to be cut.
Really? You really use Dr. Mario?
Yeah, and to be honest with Dr. Mario, he's different enough from Mario that I feel like he should just stay in.
You've finished Robobot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Kirby Planet Robobot, the Doctor Power, I feel like they should make some of Kirby's abilities with the Doctor Power, Dr. Mario's abilities in Smash.
Kirby hits you with the bill!
Oh, what if, when Kirby swallowed Dr. Mario, he just becomes Dr. Kirby?
Yeah, he should.
Oh no, one of Kirby's attacks as Doctor is literally beating you in the face with the bill.
Yeah, that should be one of Dr. Mario's powers if he comes back.
That'd be kind of interesting if they, incorporated stuff from a completely different game into them.
I mean, to be fair, Dr. Kirby was basically just an excuse to have amiibo functionality in Robobot. Yeah, that would be kind of weird, but I'd like it, just because
Yeah.
I kind of want Dr. Mario to be a little bit more unique if he comes back. I understand the justification for him, it's just like, Dr. Mario is a fairly decently sized series. I really liked Dr. Luigi on the Wii U.
But another thing that I could see them doing with Dr. Mario is like, what? Like they could, okay, with Mario Odyssey, there was like a ton of new stuff they could do with him. So what if like they had Mario be like significantly changed, but Dr. Mario is like the same as he was in Smash 4. So if you like the way Mario was before, you could play as Dr. Mario, but at the same time, Mario gets an updated moveset.
What moveset would you propose for Mario then? Would he be based on Mario Odyssey?
Yeah, I'd say he could use like a few new stuff, like at the very
His grab could be Cappy.
yeah, and like maybe instead of like the cape he has, he could like throw Cappy, and then that'll like deflect it instead.
Ah. I mean, personally, if we're talking about changed veterans, I really want to see them completely redo Luigi as like. Just make him like Luigi's Mansion Luigi.
Luigi gives the good suck.
Luigi gives the good suck. Yeah, that could be an amazing tagline. Or Luigi stares his opponent to death.
Luigi wins by doing.
Luigi uses his depression as a weapon.
Oh yeah, his final smash and brawl. Yeah. That was amazing.
On to characters who might get the axe because of licensing issues.
Oh yeah.
Ryu and Cloud.
I don't know. Like they were still on pretty good terms with Capcom. With Capcom. So I could see Mega Man and Ryu still returning, but Cloud's kind of iffy.
Mega Man, I'd say if I were to rate
again?
Namco, if I were to guess like Mega Man's chance of returning, I'd honestly say like 98% or 99%.
Yeah, my number 9 didn't shoot him in the foot that badly.
Well, that and his series did survive in the end.
Yeah, they're making a new one.
The whole Legacy Collection is going to be on the Switch, and then you have Mega Man 11. So I think there's a pretty damn good chance of
if Capcom doesn't cancel it.
Oh! Don't you dare speak of that, my friend.
If Capcom what?
If Capcom cancels Mega Man 11.
Oh, there would be hell to pay if that happened.
Yeah.
Like, they would never hear the end of it.
For Ryu, I honestly think there's also a really, really good chance for Ryu, just because you had Ultra Street Fighter 2, and then now you have like this massive Street Fighter collection, like everything from Street Fighter 1 all the way to Third Strike, I do believe. And it's going to be coming out on the Switch sometime this year, so I think Ryu's pretty good chance. Sonic, he's mandatory to return, honestly. If you've been here since Brawl, I do believe... If you've still been here since Brawl, I believe you're pretty much mandatory to return.
Like, I'd be more surprised if Sonic didn't come back.
Exactly. Bayonetta, she's another Sega-type character, or Platinum. Like, more like a second-party Nintendo series at this point.
Yeah, Bayonetta will probably come back, but, like, she's probably gonna get heavily nerfed. Well, I mean, not heavily, but...
They have to remove Witch Time. There's no nerfing Witch Time.
No, I don't... Witch Time's such a distinctive part of her character, though. I don't think you could get away with getting rid of that. That's a problem.
They could make it a Final Smash instead.
But then that would just screw Madama Butterfly, if I'm saying that correctly.
It's not Madama Butterfly, it's the one elephant summon from Bayonetta 2.
Now on to joke characters. I honestly think the Wii U Fit trainer, not Wii U Fit, just the Wii trainer will be cut for room for a new joke character. Duck Hunt is just too loved to be cut. I honestly wish he would be, but he's probably is safe.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish up what I was saying about the third parties. If they cut Cloud, they're replacing with a different Square Enix character. And the only characters that come to mind that they could do would be Tiz from Bravely Default, or Chrono from Chrono Trigger. And I don't think either one of them are really iconic enough for Smash. And that pains me in the chest, because I would love Chrono, but I feel like Cloud's a big enough character to the point where, like, he's synonymous with gaming at this point.
Yeah.
So getting rid of him would be it would be a blow in the stomach, because, like, Smash 4 was the playground Fight Club simulator. Like, you could have Mario versus Sonic versus Mega Man versus Pac-Man versus Cloud versus Ryu. Like, let's keep this playground fighting environment keep going, man.
Oh yeah, let's just get crazier. Like, let's just add Master Chief while we're at it.
No, please, no.
It saddens me that a bravely default character might not make it in, but at the same time, the movesets are so goddamn diverse because of all the job classes that it would be ridiculous to pin down just a few.
Yeah, that's actually a really good argument against them.
There's just too many combinations. It's like recreating a whole another Kirby, like, when they were going through the process of making a Kirby for every single character. Like, wasn't it like making a different Kirby each time?
I can't speak for Smash 4, but in Brawl's code set, the Kirby hats are listed as entirely different characters.
That's a weird way of doing it.
Characters that might get a complete move overhaul: Ganondorf, Luigi, Lucina.
Okay, can Ganondorf just not be a Captain Falcon clone?
You know what I think they're gonna do with Ganondorf? If they change Ganondorf around, what they should do with Ganondorf, because there are a decent number of fans of Ganondorf with his current fighting style, I think they would introduce a new character. They would introduce a second F-Zero character. It would be Black Shadow, who is the main villain of F-Zero, and he would inherit... excuse me for that.
I thought
there would be Black Shadow to replace replace Ganondorf's old moveset. He would inherit Ganondorf's old moveset, and for a new Ganondorf moveset, I think they would use Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf.
Yeah, that could be a really good compromise, actually.
But here's the problem: like, if Black Shadow was going to make it in, he would have made it in Brawl.
I don't know. It could coincide with a new F-Zero game. Just there's your excuse to make a new F-Zero.
Yeah, that could work too. Although I'm not too sure how much they want to make a new F-Zero at this point.
Fast Remix did really good. It's just, on the topic of F-Zero, it's like dancing on hot coals with them.
Yeah, Fast RMX and Fast Racing Neo both did really well. If Shinen Multimedia wanted to, I'm sure they could pitch a new F-Zero to Nintendo, and they'd probably get funding. I would imagine, at least.
That'd probably be their dream, to be honest.
Yeah, considering they made the Fast Racing series just out of their love for the series.
Another moveset change would probably be Kirby, maybe.
I feel like Kirby
did get a lot of stuff from Stole Allies.
Oh, the heart mechanic. How would they incorporate that in Smash?
They wouldn't.
They probably
too broken.
wouldn't incorporate that specifically, but like maybe
Kirby could take over your own. Yeah, you go next.
Like maybe Kirby's weapons could have like elements to them.
Oh
like
yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, that could be really cool.
That would only work if you were playing with items and he grabbed the item and put it on his weapon.
Well, I figured that there would always be like the same element, like maybe Sword could be wind because of that
oh god,
air thing. And in Stole Allies, like with Wind Sword, you like move up, you like float upwards when you like slash with the Wind Sword. So maybe his recovery could be a bit higher with the up B because of it.
Whenever I think of Wind and Smash, I think of spamming Robin's recovery on some poor motherfucker on the edge.
Yeah, does that spike?
Wind bellows.
Oh wow, it spikes. I never knew that.
Well, it doesn't spike directly, but it can force you down.
Wind bellows was such a cheap item, though.
No, I'm not
talking
about
Wind.
Wind.
Another character I think could get changed a lot, or could get cut entirely, if they want to. If they're gonna impose a hard limit on any series that's not, that's not Mario, I could honestly see Greninja getting cut just to make another Pokemon character. But I know he's very popular.
Please don't cut Greninja. I play as him too much.
If anyone from a just from a purely move point stand wise needs to be cut, I can't say Jigglypuff because diplomatic immunity, so I'm going to go with Charizard.
Yeah, if you've been in here since Smash 64, you have diplomatic immunity.
Charizard is on the fact that you could put so many better people in this place.
Well, the thing is, Charizard is like one of the most popular Pokemon, so I doubt they'd cut him.
Well, then I would rather... Pikachu is not going anywhere.
Pikachu and Jigglypuff are here to stay no matter what.
There's a higher chance of Luigi getting cut than Pikachu getting cut.
Oh, wow, that's a bold
and Greninja's really popular, too, because, like, I think they ran a poll in Japan, and I think in Japan, Greninja's now more popular than Charizard.
Holy shit, okay.
So that means the only person in any real danger is Lucario, and I highly doubt that. Lucario has been a star of, 3 Pokemon movies? If I'm remembering
like,
right.
a couple. At least a couple.
Doubt they'd get rid of Lucario, too.
So if anything, they're just going to add on another Pokemon character.
So a 7th Pokemon fighter, then. Who would it be? Decidueye?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It would either be Decidueye or... let me look at the Pokemon poster really quick.
Because, like... With Decidueye, they could, like, make a really unique moveset for him.
I would say...
Oh, speaking of changes for fighters, I have to wonder, would they change up Pikachu's Final Smash from Voltackle to the Pikachu Z?
They could do that.
They probably would.
Oh, you know what your excuse for more Pokemon fighters could be? They reintroduced the Pokemon Trainer, and he has Ivysaur and Squirtle again, in addition to Charizard as a team fighter again.
Nah, if anything, they would just go with a new. They would just go with a new region.
A new region Pokemon.
I don't know.
Trainer?
I'm not sure if they would like bring back swapping out characters.
They would go. They would probably go either Sun or Moon from Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra. They would just go with that, and then all their Final Smashes would just be them like Z moves. Like their specific Z moves.
Moving on to another fighter that's actually that's been changed. Well, it's implied to have been changed. Link. I can't say that I'm very excited. I'd rather that Link be a new character, honestly.
Wait, that Link replaced the current Link?
A lot of people are assuming that Breath of the Wild Link's going to replace Twilight Princess Link, and I feel like Breath of the Wild Link is so unique and distinct from Twilight Princess Link that it almost justifies an entirely new character.
Yeah, they really could make a new character with Breath of the Wild Link. Like, you have his... the bombs can work, like, you have to like, manually detonate them. And, like, he can have his paraglider and, like...
Stasis, magnesis...
Yeah, like, all of the runes and... Like, they could probably, like, implement the Master Cycle somehow, too. If they wanted to.
So count me disappointed if Breath of the Wild Link entirely replaces Twilight Princess Link.
If that happens, then that just means they are setting a hard limit at 5 for Legend of Zelda characters.
I think Zelda's worthy of 6. That's just my opinion.
I mean,
I'm not sure if
it's not worthy. I'm just saying that if that happens...
Although if they incorporated Breath of the Wild Link as a brand new character, I could see Toon Link getting the axe in that case.
I'm not sure if they would, like, get rid of how Link played before entirely. Just for, like, the people who liked how he played before. Like, if they were gonna significantly change him.
Or you could have a hodgepodge type Link where it's just abilities from every Link across the series. Like, that would be symbolic of how every game it's a different Link that's just been reincarnated.
If they do that, then there's no point for Toon Link to be there.
I mean, the Toon series, they got Wind Waker HD, and Wind Waker HD I thought was a phenomenal game.
But even if it is a phenomenal game, it doesn't matter. If they put a character in that represents the entire series, what's the point of having one character that just focuses on another part of the series? That's just favoritism at that point.
Yeah, you're right.
That's one issue.
That's just pissing over the rest of the series.
Yeah.
That's just saying Links of other games aren't worthy, but this one is.
Oh.
That's basically what you're suggesting.
Although, to be fair, in the case of Mega Man, Proto Man and Elect Man... No, just Elect Man is an assist trophy, but Mega Man's moves, it's from across the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Then they're just saying other Mega Man aren't worthy of being in the game, or that's probably a licensing issue there?
Well, no, they're all worthy. They're all in his Final Smash.
Oh.
Yeah, they're in the game, just not playable.
Even though I feel like EXE Mega Man would be different enough to be a character.
Licensing, probably.
Nah.
Yeah,
It's
like...
just-
I mean, if
Any
Capcom
characters-
got 2 characters, it makes sense they chose Ryu instead of another Mega Man.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Characters that I want to
Although,
have...
for Mega Man, you know, I just thought of something. For his custom moves could be abilities from other Mega Man games, and his costumes could be other Mega Men.
That could be cool, but...
That could be just extremely taxing on the team and piss them off.
Yeah, like
Like
hitbox-wise.
on Kobe.
Yeah, they anatomically they aren't lining up.
Yeah, isn't there one Mega Man that's like almost twice as tall as him? As the one in Smash?
I do believe Volnut. Yeah,
Yeah, so that would just be... That means his hitbox is either just below his waist or... in
yeah, that would be
midsection.
stupid.
So yeah.
Yeah, that just probably take way too much work.
Mm,
If anyone needs a change, it's the Mii fighters, just because
so generic.
so generic, they suck ass. As they're they're the joke of all of the tier list completely, and...
Yeah, to be honest...
I don't want to
could-
say I hate them, but please no, I'm never going to play as them in a competitive fight. That's like tying my left arm behind my hand and using the GameCube controller with one hand on For Glory.
Now, that's like
Like-
using the GameCube controller with your fucking teeth.
How would that even
Or
work?
blindfolded.
I've seen people do insane shit in the Smash community. Like, there's one dude who's a pro Smash player who plays the GameCube controller upside down.
Alright.
Just to prove he's superior to you in every way.
And people have told him before, you know, if you play with the GameCube controller in a actual sane fashion, you could possibly be one of the greatest players in the world. And he said, I don't care.
My
I don't
hero.
care.
So he's literally handicapping himself.
Yeah.
But, like, I could see the Mii fighters getting the axe, because, like, does anyone even play as
too
the Mii
gimmicky.
fighters?
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
they're-
In
probably
terms of
Probably
another
not,
character, I could be seeing slight danger, and it pains me to admit this, but if they incorporate Rex as a new character, they might have an argument there for Shulk being cut, which just take a knife to my heart there.
Oh, to be honest, like, Shulk has...
I don't think Shulk will be cut because of... Oh god, I can't believe I'm going to say this. That cancerous meme movie, Ready Player One, has Shulk as a guest appearance.
Oh my god, yeah, fair enough.
They spent so much money on licensing.
They
did make a
probably
movie?
forgot to make a movie.
Yeah, but...
This is just the Emoji Movie, but with actually good advertisements.
Yeah.
But I feel like Shulk has, like, too different of a moveset from Rex to be cut. Because, like, Rex can't
No
don't
Monado
have
arts.
visions or anything. Yeah, and he doesn't have Monado
Actually, he
arts
does have
either.
visions. That it works completely differently.
Oh, yeah. But they never really elaborate... Oh, yeah, they never did really elaborate on it. And I honestly forgot that he could.
It's, I can't really say this with Dive in the room, but it's...
Ah.
Alright, moving on.
Well,
from
anyway.
spoilers, asshole. Crap, let me think.
If you
Star
want
Fox
more
is beginning
information on
another
that, go watch Meek's video on Xenoblade 2, the lore.
Nah, I'm not
He did like a
too
whole
big on the
big-ass
lore,
lore analysis.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Series that aren't going to get any new characters anytime soon. This is hard to hear, but Star Fox is just stuck at those two because of the failure on the Wii U.
I can
It's
see them
locked
bringing
at
back
those two for now.
Wolf, but I don't see them making a new Star Fox character.
That pains me, because, like, I feel like...
Like in terms of...
I would love to see Slippy as a joke character or Crystal as a serious new character.
Like, I could see them doing Crystal, but I'm not sure if they would do it at this point because of Star Fox Zero.
Yeah, Star Fox Zero...
Really hurt the franchise. But I heard that Star Fox 2 did review well, so... And, you know, we know how many units the SNES Classic sold. So if they're gonna, like, use Star Fox 2 as the foundation of the future of the series, I could very well see Crystal getting retconned out of existence entirely, honestly.
I think I just heard this man's soul die in the background.
Star Fox Adventures was an okay game. It just wasn't a good Star Fox
Okay.
game.
I have like no opinion on this series because I played 64 3D like a few years ago, didn't really care about it, and then didn't play anything else.
I've played every Star Fox game. Like, a shitload. Star Fox Zero, I liked it on my first playthrough. I played it a second time. I didn't like it as much. I played it a third time, and I hated it. So, Star Fox 2, though, I've only played it once, and I walked away feeling better than I did with Star Fox Zero after my first playthrough.
I don't think
I feel...
I don't even think
What?
I played Star Fox 2 on mine. Like, I didn't care.
I felt it was jerky. It was very antiquated. And I felt that if you want to play Star Fox 2 properly, what you owe it to yourself to do is to dump the ROM for Star Fox 2, and then use an emulator, overclock the virtual emulator CPU for the Super FX chip, and then play the game at 30 FPS. Because right now it runs at like 7 FPS on average. Star Fox 2 runs really, really badly, but if you crank up that frame rate, it's honestly like one of the best SNES games for me.
But like I think that's pretty much it when it comes to like characters getting the axe.
Another, let me see.
Well,
What
like,
else?
didn't you say that you think Wii Fit Trainer could get cut earlier?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't
mean,
see that because I think the Wii series has just been like too ingrained in people's memories to get rid of a
Like-
character representing it.
Like they could if they wanted to, but honestly, like Wii Fit Trainer is too good not to get rid of.
Yeah.
Just the
too-
meme potential alone is legendary.
Like too good
I'll
to
fit
get
you
rid of. I
into
mean,
a coffin.
Yeah, yeah.
like it's just why are they even in here? But it makes so much sense.
It's funny. It's really funny.
Oh, we've been recording for almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, time to
Yeah,
move
whatever.
on to our thoughts on new fighters.
I kind of no opinion.
Actually, I'll say something. I'll give my one last opinion here on returning fighters. Dark Pit. I say he actually has a better chance of returning than Lucina, and I know that might be, I think that might be blasphemy to some people,
Yeah, at least
but I
it's
just feel
okay.
that,
Total
Like they
blasphemy.
changed him enough from Pit.
yeah,
But, like,
I feel
Lucina is
like
pretty much just the same as Morph.
If Lucina gets
with
cut,
like
Dark
the thing
Pit
is with
cut.
Dark Pit is from Kid Icarus Uprising. Kid Icarus Uprising being like Sakurai's previous project prior to the Smash 4. He's still quite fresh in Sakurai's mind as a character. Even if we might not necessarily like Dark Pit as a character, I feel like Sakurai might like him enough to the point where he would keep him, but he would probably change him significantly if he kept him. If I were to like rate his odds of return, though, I would probably give him like 55%.
That's too generous, in all honesty. You're only using that because he's made by Sakurai. If it wasn't for that, then his odds are
No, if he
Well,
wasn't a
the thing
Sakurai
is,
character, his odds
Sakurai-
would plummet.
his odds would be 0.
The thing is that Sakurai is biased toward his own games.
Fair
So-
enough.
It's not like Kirby has every possible character in it. Oh wait.
I honestly think that 2 newcomers for Kirby is going to happen in this game.
What will it be? Knuckle Joe?
No.
I could see
I'll
them
get
adding
to my
Morphs.
predictions. That's actually we'll just use this as a segue point.
Yeah.
For new fighters, I think you're going to get 2 new Kirby fighters.
If anything,
Bandana
Marx is
Waddle
too
Dee
powerful. He
and
should be
Marx.
No, Marx should just be an assist trophy. Marx is just too powerful.
But you need more villain characters.
You need more villain characters, but
Marx is the only one that really stands out.
He's the only villain without absolute god. Well, no, he has absolute god powers.
By the end of it, but then we could just, like in Star Allies, he's not a overpowered god. He could just use his Star Allies fighting style.
Yeah.
Meh.
Like, with Bandana Waddle Dee, I feel like they could do it, but at the same time, it feels like Bandana Waddle Dee would be another joke character.
Yeah.
I mean, he would be somewhat, but
Yeah, he'd be
he's-
like... They could make, like, an actual moveset out of it, but, like... It just sounds a little too dumb.
Yeah. He just sounds like a.
I mean, has anyone here played Super Smash Flash 2 Beta?
No.
Bandana Waddle Dee is a character on their fan roster for that game. noteworthy. This game's noteworthy for being the one Smash experience where you can play as freaking Goku, Naruto, Ichigo, and Luffy. But
Only
anyways,
from fan games.
Yeah. Anyways, Bandana D is a character in that game, and he is actually really, really damn good. And a lot of people in the game actually like a lot of fans of that fan game really, really like him. And just looking at his abilities and Star Allies in Return to Dreamland, I think there's enough to work with for Bandana D as a fighter that they could get away with saying it. And as for... drop the earbud. Oh no. As for, like, Kirby series representation, I feel like Kirby is a franchise worthy of 5 fighters. But if I had to pick between the two, I would say Marks. But I think there's an argument for both of them.
Yeah.
Biology just feels like a joke. No matter how important he is, he just feels like a joke.
Like, he's been in so many recent Kirby games, though. He was in Return to Dreamland. He was in... I just recently played Superstar Ultra. I found out he was in there just as a cameo. He was in Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. He was in Kirby Triple Deluxe as the helper, like one of the helpers.
I think
he would give you items. Robobot, yeah, okay. And then he was in Star Allies as a fully playable character, so I feel like he's enough of a reoccurring element in the Kirby series to be a character. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
More like, I'm just gonna go with assist trophy, honestly, if he makes it in.
Yeah,
assist trophy?
Yeah, assist trophy is more likely.
In all seriousness, Marks has a higher chance just because he's actually strong enough to give Kirby a hard time.
I do believe that we are desperately in need of new villains, so Marks would be welcome in my book.
Totally.
I mean,
He'd be a
new
cool
villains,
character.
they can rip a lot from just Fire Emblem, but if one more person complains about there being too many Fire Emblem characters, Sakurai would be an asshole and add 8.
yeah, he might.
Fire Emblem new friends.
You know, with all the Fire Emblem characters and people keep bitching and shit, you know what it's made me want? It's made me want a Soul Calibur game like Pokken that's Fire Emblem Calibur.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. But
it's literally just a roster of Fire Emblem characters from across the series. By the way, don't do the Fire Emblem Warriors shit where you only use like 2 other characters to appease to your older fans and then everyone else from recent shit.
And then make the characters people want in the base game expensive DLC.
Oh yeah, that too. That pissed me off.
That was... I'm going to be serious here. That was something EA should do only!
Oh man.
Getting a bit off topic.
Yeah.
Alright, enough about
Although that does segue into Fire Emblem talk. What would they do for a new Fire Emblem character?
In all honesty, I don't want this to happen, but the Fire Emblem mobile game is so stupidly popular that they might take the lords from that game. Please, no.
Okay.
But I would prefer the lords from the mobile game than from the lords from Fire Emblem Warriors, because the lords from Fire Emblem Warriors are so generic and boring, and they should have been, the lords from the Heroes game in the first place.
Oh, about that.
I kind of want to feel him as a character because he's has a lance, and he could be really different. But
Ephraim? Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, Lance, finally.
I'm not sure if he's relevant enough to really count for a new character.
I would like a villain.
A villain. If for villains, the only one that really stands out as imposing and a well-known enough character for a villain is the Black Knight.
Here are my picks. The Black Knight, Walhart.
I don't know
Gangrel.
about Walhart. I don't know about Walhart.
If they made in Fire Emblem Heroes, they made
I could see them adding
Grima. They made Grima his own character, so I doubt they're going to do that in Heroes.
I could see
not Heroes. Fucking.
I could see them adding the protagonist for the Fire Emblem game on Switch. Because that seems like what they usually do.
Yeah, you add the most recent one. Although if I had my personal pick, I would probably go with what Dive here is saying. I'd probably want the Black Knight.
I don't want Walhart, honestly.
Walhart?
Just so there's an axe user.
Although, I do feel like there's a little too many Fire Emblem characters.
Don't say that! If Sakurai listens to this, there's gonna be 10 more!
No, I think 6 is the hard limit. I think what they're gonna do is Lucina's gonna be demoted to a costume for Marth, and then you have one final slot for a new Fire Emblem character.
Yeah, I feel like 6 is plenty.
All jokes aside, Gotta get some laughs out. God damn it.
Never ask me for anything ever again. The Sakurai memes are amazing.
Alright. God damn it, I keep losing my train of thought trying to say this seriously.
The memes are too strong.
I know you don't want Roy to be cut, but he was such a shitty lord in his own game.
Yeah, Fire Emblem 6, Roy was a terrible character. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but he is such a goddamn badass in Smash that I want him back.
I have not played Fire Emblem 6, so I have no opinion.
The entire game basically turns into an escort mission until the final chapter because Roy is such a terrible character that he's difficult to level up and he's weak as hell in all of his stats that are important for a lord, those being attack and
defense.
Yeah, attack and defense. And the entire game basically becomes a glorified escort mission because if Roy dies, you lose the game. And Sakurai actually commented because he was originally going to add Leaf from Fire Emblem 5, but he decided against that just to add Roy because he was more relevant by the time of Melee. But when Sakurai actually went in to play Fire Emblem 6, he hated that game. He hated it. And that's part of why Roy didn't return for Brawl. But
too many people got mad.
Too many people, like, when people saw Dr. Mario was coming back to Smash 4, I feel like there was a bit of a rallying among people who want Melee characters back because, like, there was so much bitching, like, we want Mewtwo, we want Roy, right? And there's this, like, I feel like Roy is a popular enough character through Smash to make it back.
Through Smash?
Yeah.
Yes. But through Sakurai's own personal feelings, if he gets a chance to cut him, he's going to, be honest.
I don't know. I kind of want a Fire Emblem 6 and 7 remake, so because 6 is basically the second gen of 7, right? And if they did that...
I thought, wait, 6 is the second gen of 7.0, right? Wait.
Yeah, 7 came out after 6, naturally, even though they're out of order.
Just make them one huge game.
Yeah, basically. And if you did that, Roy, there you go, perfect chance to come back.
Oh no, wait! I do have one request. Make Roy viable.
In competitive play?
No, I mean in the game, in his own game.
Oh yeah, we're going off on a tangent here, dude.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
So, like any
That's what
personal
happens when we
picks for
talk about
characters.
Fire Emblem.
Wait, what was your thing?
So any personal picks for characters?
I've got several.
You know when I agree with this because it would be funny.
He's reading my list. For my joke third-party character.
Why not?
What?
What?
You can go first if you want.
Toad?
Okay, for my joke third-party character, I picked was the Doom Slayer from Doom. I feel like he'd be hilarious enough to, like, symbolically carry on Snake's legacy. And I do feel that with all the Bethesda stuff on Switch, Bethesda has somewhat earned a fighter, and I feel like with Doom's impact on all of gaming, that the Doom Slayer does have a iconic position where he could make it. But my thing against him is that, like, he's so far removed from even Metal Gear that it would be like it would be quirky as hell.
Like Doom Slayer or like Doom Guy?
In Doom 2016, his name is by the demons of hell. He is referred to as the Doom Slayer. That's his canon name.
All right.
Because I know that in the original
violent.
Doom, his canon name was Doom Guy.
Yeah, but he's so overly violent that he alone might bump up Smash's rating.
From an E10 to a T.
Well, they could just tone it down.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could just take away the blood bag, but then that takes away half the fun of the Doom Slayer.
I mean, he does have a hell of a personality, even in the limited hand movements that you see. Because, like, in Doom 2016, you could see in every action that he takes how aggressively he does not give a shit.
Alright, on the subject,
you should go on and do one of your characters that you would pick out.
Okay, since you did a joke character, I'll do an actual character. Since Inklings are already announced, other than that, my most wanted character would be Isaac from Golden Sun.
Yes, you picked one of my characters.
like, he could be, like, really easy to make a move set, and, like, Golden Sun's kind of a cult classic, too, so...
Yeah.
And they could, like, segue that into a new Golden Sun if they wanted to.
Right, they could. Camelot is finishing up Mario Aces, so they could just use Isaac and Smash as an excuse to go ahead and make a follow-up to Dark Dawn.
I've only played the Foos game
about 8
so
years
far,
ago.
though.
What?
I've only played the
first
Foos
one?
game so far, though, but I do really like it.
Isaac's not actually the hero of 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know, but like, he's pretty much the main character of the series.
Yeah. If you've ever seen Project M, the leaked files from Project M, they had how his moveset would work down pat. I wish I had a reference on me right now, but all I remember is that his neutral B was basically calling down Ragnarok. His up B was using some, like, he would use Psi Energy to summon, like, vines that would connect to the ledge. His grab was using, like, the hand ability to grab an enemy in front of, like, a distance away from him. And there were some other abilities that he had too, but I think his down B was the Quake. Yeah, there were some other crazy abilities too, but generally speaking, he was like a mix of a magic user and a sword user.
So, like, kind of like Robin, but still really different from Robin.
Yeah.
Like, the general concept of it.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact, speaking about that, Isaac's Japanese name is Robin.
Wow, that's a weird coincidence.
Yeah! I guess I'll do one of my real characters that I would want. I would want Crash Bandicoot.
Crash for Smash.
Crash for Smash!
Like,
fanboys cry.
Insane Trilogy is coming to Switch. He actually has a chance as an Activision character.
Yeah, and Activision is a big enough company where in gaming where they could have a representative. It's just
What, sour relations?
no,
do
it's
they
not.
want to?
Yeah. It's just like most of Activision's IPs do not fit the mold of Smash at all, except for Crash. He's like the sole exception. That and Spyro.
Yeah, and Spyro.
When was the last time you touched Spyro?
Skylanders. The entire Skylander series.
And there was that rumor of the Spyro HTU trilogy coming out.
Yeah. I think that I hope that's real, but I hope from the start this time they don't do any exclusivity. Just bring it to everything from the start.
I'm buying it on PS4 anyway, so I don't care either way.
But more than just Crash Insane Trilogy, there are plenty of Crash games on the GBA and the GameCube and the Wii.
Yeah, but like the first three are always the most iconic ones.
So, like, in terms of historical justification, though, there is precedent for Crash on Nintendo systems. And his moveset's essentially made for him already. Like, there's not much that you would need to do to lift him from his game to Smash Bros. Alright, you should go ahead and pick one of your new fighters.
Okay, I really want either Springman or Ribbon Girl from ARMS.
Either Springman or Ribbon Girl.
Because, to be honest, I could see them doing either of them.
Either of them?
Because, like, Springman and Ribbon Girl are, like, kind of equally iconic.
Springman's the mascot, but Ribbon Girl's one of the most popular. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they would go with Springman, but I feel like they could go with Ribbon Girl, too. Like,
you know
maybe
what
they
I
could
think?
make them the same character. Just
You
like
know what I
Pulse.
would think?
Nah, that would just be Robin all over again. I mean, not
Not Robin.
Gorin and Robin situation.
More
all
like
over again.
Bowser Jr.
Nah.
You know what I would actually want? I want them to go all the way with the Bowser Jr. concept. You know how all the ARMS fighters are essentially... They're essentially the same with minor quirks, but... Yeah,
if they made like each skin a different character.
Yes.
That'd be really cool.
Basically, you'd have Springman as the roster slot, right? And he has, like, his nasty rage mechanic, right? Where he gets stronger the more damage he takes. And then Costume 2 is Ribbon Girl, and she has the quad jump. And then character...
if each character had their own quirk they had.
Yes. And then
Although, that'd make it really difficult for multiplayer, because what if, like, everyone likes the same buff that each skin has?
Well, I feel like that's just an easy enough change, just that exception for that specific character.
It's time for the nerfing train!
Smashboards would have a seizure when it comes to patch notes for that type of character. Because, like, you'd have to go down every single specific costume and list out changes. Like, Twin Tail, her ass is less sexy.
Is that even possible?
and then Flame says, "Is that even possible?" And then you go to Dr. Coyle. She's less insane.
Is that even possible?
Is that even possible? Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I feel like that would be really cool if they did it that way.
That would be really cool, and
yeah.
that would save a roster space, but I highly doubt they'll ever do that.
Yeah, I doubt they would do it. Well, I could.
But I feel like the most distinctive part of ARMS, though, is its characters.
Like, I could see them making, like, each character, each skin is each skin a different character, but, like, they all play the same, like how Bowser Jr. works.
That would just be painful, because Master Mummy cannot move at the same speed as Ninjara. That would just be awkward.
Well, I feel like Master Mummy would be one of the ones that they don't include because the body structure is too different.
And Max Brass. Honestly, Max Brax could be his own character. Just Springman and Max Brass.
They would be so similar, though. I would honestly prefer Ribbon Girl. So there's some difference, and if they both do get in, give them different sets of arms. Do not give them one similar set of arms at all.
Yeah.
There's enough to where they can just...
Yeah, there's a lot to actually talk about when it comes to ARMS representation in Smash, if you think about
There's
it.
so many ARMS combinations that there's no excuse for them to have one clone move.
Oh, no, that would be custom moves for Springman or Ribbon Girl. That would be really cool if, like, most of the unique arms were represented as custom moves in Springman's custom moves.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Springman was another one of my picks, honestly. And we already went over Isaac, so I'm not going to go over him. So I guess for another one of my characters I want, give me Rex or give me Death.
Yeah,
he's
I
easily
didn't...
my most wanted fighter.
Yeah, I didn't put Rex on mine because I knew you would pick him.
Yeah. Like, I'm super shilling for Rex in Smash right now. Please.
Rex or Death.
Oh,
Obligatory
Obligatory phone call. Anyways,
I'm going to break it. Hold on.
Don't break my phone, you jackass. So with Rex, he could be sort of like, his main mechanic would be he switches blades, and when he switches blades, it entirely changes a lot of his fighting style. Like, blades that he could have access to would be Pyra, Mithra, and if they want to go that extra mile, maybe Rock as a third choice.
So, a little bit like how Shulk works with his ults.
Yeah, a little bit like
except
that.
It's not like, except it's like,
it's not buffs, it would be like entirely different moves.
That would just be painful. In all honesty, I would see Mithra, Pyra, and maybe Rock just being customizable movesets. Just stay with Pyra base or switch or unlock moves from there on. That would make more sense.
But if they wanted to be dicks and go into spoilers, they could use the other character, which I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about, but he doesn't. He's
that's
going
why I'm
through
not
this
saying
blind.
that.
Yeah.
Nick, if you spoil this for me, I'm going to come to your house.
I'm not spoiling it, alright?
Yeah, so they didn't do spoilers with Shulk. They very easily could have, just using the shiny blue sword. But they didn't, so thankfully they didn't. And
yeah, but they did do Zelda turning into Sheik in Melee.
Yeah.
So it's not completely out of the question. Because back then, the game was only like 3 years old.
Was that really a spoiler at this point anymore?
Well, it definitely was back then. Like, the game was
Yeah.
only like 3 years old, and it was a massive spoiler for that game.
Now for a character that people want to get in, but probably never will get in, Ridley, at the end.
Ridley?
Ridley is too
Ridley.
big for Smash.
So your pick is Ridley. Okay.
No, he's my pick for a character that's never going to get in, but I want to get in.
Well, have you seen,
Like, Honestly, we need a new Metroid character.
We need a new...
We need a new Metroid character.
We
We're in
need
desperate
to.
need of Metroid.
We need a new Metroid character. We need a new villain. Ridley
Oh my
fits the
god,
mold.
how did I forget about Rundus?
What the hell?
Rundus, isn't that a Metroid Prime 3 character?
Yeah, like, he's pretty much the Metroid equivalent
Spoiler.
to...
It's not a spoiler, it's just a main,
Like
it's just another
Iceman?
character. Yeah, actually, if you're gonna ask me who I would think for a new Metroid character, Silex.
Isn't he dead?
No.
Oh.
We
Who's
see him
Silex
in the
again?
end. Silex is your rival hunter in Metroid Prime Hunters.
Ah, yes, the one I didn't play.
Anyways, in the end of Metroid Prime 3, if you have 100% completion, you can see his ship following Samus. And in the end of Metroid Prime Federation Force, he is seen having stolen a baby Metroid from the Federation. So, it's very clear that Silex is going to be a very big villain within Metroid Prime 4, and I feel like that would be a perfect excuse for him to be a new fighter.
Yeah, that could work. What does Silas do? Like, what's his, like, fighting style?
That's where you get into problems, because
Is he gonna just Boba Fett it and beat you over the head with the barrel of his gun?
that's where you get into problems, because, like, I feel like his fighting style is it would be very easy to make him a Samus clone, and I don't want that.
No, we need to kill the
So
Samus.
on Silex we would just have to. It would have to just be a wait and see to see how he looks and plays. I mean, not plays, like fights in Prime 4, because he's almost a shoo-in to be the main villain of Prime 4. So that's like a wait and see. I just don't know how they would go about doing him without making him a Samus clone, and I don't want that.
No.
Uh,
Let me think.
like, I have not played Metroid Prime Hunters, so...
Or Federation Force.
Yeah, or Federation Force, so... Like,
Or
I'm not...
have you 100%ed Prime 3?
No, I haven't, but I do know about the ending.
Alright, Trying to think. I'll save Donkey Kong for later. These three characters have no chance of getting someone else to represent with them. Little Mac, Game & Watch, and Rob.
No one to represent alongside them? Actually,
Yeah,
they all fill the role of what I would call a retro fighter. And for a new retro fighter, I want a balloon fighter, but I want him as a tribute character to Iwata.
How would that even work?
I don't know. One of
moveset?
his taunts could just be the directly to you pose, and that's just the whole tribute right there. Just give me that tiny reference, and you will win awards, Sakurai. But as for how he would fight in
Wouldn't it
Balloon,
just be, you know how, Villager has that balloon thing? Wouldn't it just be that, but...
basically turn that into an entire moveset, and Sakurai's done crazier, like with Pac-Man.
Waka, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like they did crazy with Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, turning
Like, they
yoga
just
into a
turned
fighting
yoga
style.
into a fighting style.
Salute the sun!
I've seen legitimate fighting, like, movesets for the balloon fighter, but I don't have any sheets pulled up.
Alright, moving on from that, let's go to, Donkey Kong again from earlier, because I just wanted to get that out of my system, the three retro fighters. For Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong won't make it in, he's just too damn old, so it's gonna be Dixie, maybe.
Yeah.
What's Cranky Kong gonna do? Beat you over the head with his walking stick?
Honestly, I feel like they could take...
I mean, they could.
They could, but I would say I would rather they take that sort of general idea for a character and make Shovel Knight.
I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I'm not sure if they would actually do any indie characters.
Yeah, that's the problem. Although they did have Commander Vidion as a trophy in Smash 4.
Like, I could see them doing trophies, but, like, actual
actually-
playable characters, that's kind of iffy.
That's a stretch, yeah, I know.
Well, actually, if it's going to be a Donkey Kong character, I don't want Dixie, in all honesty. I'd rather it be King K. Rool, the real hero of the story.
Oh, yeah, those who touched the donkey's bananas must die.
Yeah, Donkey Kong is the villain of the series, and King K. Rool is an idiot, but he's a brave idiot who's trying to bring food to the starving people of the damn island.
That's one interpretation.
That's the only interpretation.
Basically. Yeah, I gotta say that I kind
Donkey
of
Kong's a
agree with him.
Donkey Kong is a fascist.
I kind of gotta say that I agree with him. We do need a new Donkey Kong character.
King
And
K.
it's-
Rool, and please don't be like a... well, he can't be a King DD clone.
No, there's no way. There's no way. He's incredibly different from DDD.
If by some miracle we can get a second Sonic character, please don't be Tails. That's my only request.
Yo, you were talking about a second Sonic character.
Yeah, if by some miracle we can somehow get that, please, not Tails. I don't want that. I mean, there's so much you can do with him, but I'd rather it be Shadow or Knuckles, and Shadow not to be an exact clone.
I feel like if
have
they
sh-
did Shadow, he would just be a clone of Sonic.
No, just have him use his
No, just
chaos
make him a
ability.
costume. Honestly, just make him a Sonic alt. But for a proper new Sonic character, I think one that would be really interesting, and one that does deserve it, Dr. Eggman. He's been there since the very beginning, like Sonic.
But then that would raise the question, why not Dr. Wily for Eggman?
For Mega Man, why not Dr. Wily for
Why
Mega
not
Man?
Dr. Wowie?
Well, the difference is that Sonic's been in 2 Smash games, where Mega Man's only been in 1 thus far. And seeing as this will be presumably Sonic's 3rd appearance, I feel like now's the perfect time to say, okay, here's another character from Sonic. If you make it past 2 games, you deserve another fighter for your third-party series. There you go.
Alright, but this is all assuming that there's going to be a massive influx of villains and not just another influx of
Well,
heroes.
I feel like Smash 4's focus was an influx of actually female fighters, honestly.
Yeah, like it was.
And Smash 4, I
of
think
them.
this new game, like with its dramatic style, I feel like it would be the perfect excuse to incorporate a bunch of new villain characters. And that's why we've been talking about several villains, honestly.
Can we even count King K. Rool as a villain, though?
Yes,
Yeah, you can.
he's the antagonist, not a true villain, but an antagonist.
I mean, yeah,
It's close enough to villain.
he's making the situation worse, but his underlying mission is still good, so he's technically the real hero. But let's go away from that for now.
What about a new Kid Icarus character?
If it replaces Pit, I'm happy.
Not Pit.
Dark Pit.
Honestly, probably Hades.
Hades.
How does that work? Isn't he broken as hell?
He is pretty damn powerful in Kid Icarus Uprising.
So yeah, you would just have to plug your controller into his ass, put cheat codes in him, and take away all of his unique powers.
Take away his
Although-
ability to break the 4th wall.
Oh no!
That
No,
would
that's
take
his
away-
most defining character trait.
That would just be taking away his entire character.
Yeah,
That would be like Duck Hunt losing the dog, cocky, arrogant, grin, you little bastard.
no, they made Palutena work, and she is supposed to be wildly powerful, so...
Yeah.
I feel like if they could make Hades work... I think they could make Hades work. But I don't know what his moveset would be. What would you suggest for that, Flame?
I don't know. Like he uses like a lot of moves in the fight against him. I haven't played Kid Icarus Uprising in a while, so
You're talking
I'm not
to... I've played it
completely sure.
twice. I've played it twice, and the buffoon next to me has never played it.
although I did play it like
Fucking
quite a bit back when it first came out.
Same, it was like one of the biggest 3DS titles for a while.
But like they could do like a bunch of like the laser attacks that he had and like
Can we have a Kid Icarus Uprising 2 by Platinum Games? It would be perfect.
oh that'd be incredible. But to be honest, they've got way more material to work with Hades than they did other characters.
Cough, cough, Dark Pit.
Honestly,
Cough
They might
cough Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer's funny, so it doesn't matter.
they could do Magnus, actually, from Kid Icarus Uprising.
Yeah, they could do Magnus
What's the name
too.
of that one rival goddess bitch?
Vreedy.
Doesn't she just break the 4th wall as her entire character?
No, more like she's...
No, she's more than that.
She's more than that, but her entire character is basically take the concept of like a green earther and push it to the absolute extreme, to the point where you're basically a nature Nazi.
You okay over there?
Yeah, the characters in Kid Icarus Uprising were hilarious.
Yeah, they were the best part about that game, honestly.
Okay. Someone I would want, but I know probably can't happen. Anyway, someone I would want, but I know that probably can't happen. I would want Nintendo from Earthbound/Mother.
Honestly, I feel like they would just make Nintendo another NES clone.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But
Like we already have like a pseudo clone of NES. We don't need another.
yeah, that's the problem. I want more Mother representation, but I don't know how to go about it without making another NES clone. That's the problem.
I doubt there's going to be more, but, now on to a joke character that I want. Isabel.
Isabel. I don't think she'd be a joke character. She's actually quite popular.
Honestly, I feel like they could make her work somehow. Like, if we're talking about
probably
real joke
could.
characters, have Tom Nook fight you with debt.
Have Tom Nook fight you with debt.
Like,
No,
just have to... He just piles on so much debt on you that you just become depressed and just die.
Oh, man.
That would be... That went from 0 to 200 really quick.
Oh, man, man.
What,
No,
Nick, are you an expiring IRS agent? Are you not telling us?
Wow.
Are you not telling us something here?
That's classified.
That's classified, yep.
And
He
so is the date
is,
of your
damn
death.
it. He is, damn it.
Sorry guys, can't say anything.
Nick, I'm going to call collect on something. Your life.
Oh, wow. Well, that's on video.
It's an
alright.
IRS agent. No one's going to care.
Well, I think we should start wrapping up here, because we've been talking for about an hour.
okay.
20 minutes now.
Okay, real
good. This is
quick.
hurting my ear.
Since we're speaking of joke characters, I want the Nintendo Labo robot
Yeah, that actually
with
could be legit.
like actual Labo support, so you could play with the actual robot set,
Oh my.
like, and fight with it.
That would be legit. Like, they would be stupid, but that would be legit. Yeah.
Like,
Ah.
like
That
I
could
would
be
just
your
play as this
mandatory
character all the
WTF
time. It'd be
character.
amazing.
Yeah, that could be
and-
like Wii Fit Trainer. That could be the what the fuck character.
Why is this in my game?
And we have mentioned this before, but like, I personally really want Decidueye as a character.
Decide UI?
Yeah, Decidueye, however
However
you want to
say
pronounce it.
I mean, the other two starters kind of got fucked because of what. For the other two starters, they had one form that the fandom hated a lot, so basically Decidueye wins by default. Because for the Water starter, everyone fucking hated his first form, but everyone absolutely loved the second form. And for the Fire starter, was the exact opposite. They loved the first two forms, but the final form, oh man, the hate on that. I've seen less hate on Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I know a guy who didn't fully evolve, who didn't evolve his Torcat because he didn't want Incineroar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In the comment section, I saw so many furry bait insults. It was insane. People just lost.
Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
here's something that I want, but I know that here's something I want. I want them to turn every captain from the Pikmin series into costumes for Olimar. Give me
Yeah, that'd
Louie,
be cool.
give me the captain, give me Charlie, and give me Brittany as all costumes for Olimar.
Although, don't they have like a little bit different body structures?
Slightly, in the case of
Like-
Charlie, but for the others, no, not really.
Yeah, they could probably
they
do
can
it,
do-
but like,
they
at
can
the
do
same
slight
time, it'd be
body
weird to
movements.
omit Charlie.
True. I mean, they can do slightly different body features. I mean, they can do Corin and Robin. There are two different genders there.
Yeah, well, they're close enough.
They're
Yeah.
close enough, but still.
Yeah, I personally just like would want more Pikmin representation.
They're not gonna get their own characters, but
Well, the thing is, like, you can't really do anything else with Pikmin.
exactly that's the problem.
Yeah.
The only thing it would just be.
I mean,
flat out clones of them.
we heard in the data mine for Brawl, like Smash 4, that at one point Alph was apparently going to be his own character, and he was going to be a clone of Olimar, but his gimmick was going to be that instead of purple Pikmin and white Pikmin, he would have had winged Pikmin and rock Pikmin.
All right, let's get to wrapping this up. It's late.
Yeah, it's late. I've been recording for about an hour and 10 minutes or so.
Okay, real quick, like, I really want a new Zelda character, too. Like,
Proper new Zelda
like,
character?
there's, like, a lot of, like, either, like, Impa, like, Lana, or Daruk.
Lana would be really cool for a
Like-
Hyrule Warriors character. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, she'd be really cool, but I'm not sure if they would actually, like, do it,
Yeah, that's
is the issue.
commitment issue there.
And, like, Impa is a recurring character in the series, so I could see them doing her.
Impa, there's
And-
justification there.
And I
Historical
feel like they would.
justification.
I feel like they'd use the Hyrule Warriors version just because it's like the only one where we see her fight extensively.
They could do Tingle as a shitpost character.
I mean, I play as him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And
What about a new
Daruk-
Mario fighter? Just to round it all off. We go back to Mario at the very end.
and like Daruk, like he'd be interesting because he's like a Goron, but to be honest, they could honestly pick any of the champions, and it would probably work as a new character.
Yeah.
Except maybe not Falco.
Not Falco.
I forget his name.
It's Rivali.
Yeah, Rivali.
For a new Mario
Like, I
character.
mean, he would work, but he'd look a little too similar to Falco.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we really need to wrap this up.
Okay, yeah, we do. Yeah. It's late and I need to take this idiot home, so.
Piss off.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, this was the Space King 12, and I was joined by...
That Flame Assassin guy.
This is a great inaugural episode. I think we talked about a lot.
Yeah. You can find me at ThatFlameAssassinGuy on YouTube.
I'll make sure to have you in the comment in the description box this time. I promise.
Yeah, thanks.
Or if I forget, just comment in the comment section. I'll pin your comment.
No,
You forgot to add me.
it'll probably
Alright.
just be like a Twitter message, honestly.
Okay. Well, join us in 2 weeks when we talk about new modes and stages and stuff that we could possibly see.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Wasted an hour.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.